friends, haters, hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Erica. Pleasure to have you here. If for those of you who've been here before, you might be like, Erica, where are you? I'm in my bedroom. I feel like I never film in here. Usually because for one, there's not much going on in here. Like my bedroom is literally just my bed. There's a shelf up there with pillows, and there's usually a pile of clothes hidden in the corner here. But the light is really nice in here, and I feel like it's a nice place to film a cute little sit-down video. This is my version of a make bed. If you actually make your bed super fancy every day, I don't trust you. Today we are here for a spring favorites video. I'm very excited. I love doing the favorites videos. I feel like it's just nice to talk about different things that I've been enjoying from all different types of brands. I'm actually really excited because I've literally had a pile of stuff accumulated for a couple of weeks being like, is it spring enough yet? I think officially it's considered springtime. You know, it's that time of year where it's like you leave the house and it's 30 degrees, but by the end of the day it's like high 50s. It's not enjoyable, that part of it, but I'll take the extra sunlight. So I'm very excited to talk about some of my favorite products with you guys, and let's just get started. Let's start with some of our beauty products. I definitely have been on a bit of a skincare, hair care, beauty, makeup journey, I feel like recently. So I've been trying to put in more effort. I've definitely dealt a lot with skin, coming on and off birth control, changing birth controls over the last few years, and I feel like, I mean, I do have makeup on, but all the makeup products I do use are usually very lightweight coverage. I don't like the cakey style foundation. I know some people like that. They want to really start their face with a clean canvas. I personally don't. I think it's maybe from years of dance. I just want to be able to feel like my skin can breathe at the same time. So I always use very lightweight products. But because of that, I want to try and make sure my skin underneath is as clear as possible. I mean, as you can see I've got like a little bit of a blemish scarring there. Paula's Choice. This is their liquid exfoliant. I find that if you want to be exfoliating a lot, you know, to open up the pores, clean your face, having an actual granular like exfoliant can be so harsh on the skin. At least I definitely find I have somewhat sensitive skin, and the liquid exfoliant is nice. It's, you know, 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, salicylic acid in it, so that's what's doing all the work. So it's not necessarily as harsh as if you're using something that's, you know, got tiny little grains in it that's gonna exfoliate. This I find I can use every single day, and my skin, I mean, as we can see, it's like, I think it's looking pretty good. Product from The Ordinary. The Ordinary, hands down, is probably the best brand in my experience for if you're also wanting an affordable brand. I think this was $8, where, you know, skincare products, as we know, unfortunately are very, very expensive. The Ordinary, I think the most expensive product I've ever seen from them is like $15. This is a hyaluronic acid, 2%, and plus B5. This is, I just also love, like, a lot of their products come in like these vials, and I just think it's very cool. You can see it, like, it's nice and kind of dewy. I find that when I use this, it helps with a bit of the color correction. So when I have this bad like hyperpigmentation scarring, it helps with clearing up that color, but also kind of giving your whole face an even tone and also brightness. So I've been loving this, and again, it's only $8. I've definitely been loving makeup recently. I'm never one to have too fussy of like a makeup routine. I mean, I think today I even have a little bit of eyeshadow on, so, you know, you're welcome, guys. I really jazzed it up today. But even then, my whole routine with hair, makeup, skincare always is like maybe 10-15 minutes. Like, I'm not very fussy. So I like a lot of products that are very efficient, very easy to put on. One thing I've been loving is this little like cheek and lip stick from Milk. Now you can see creamy style blush, and it does, you know, pop up, pop down, and you can literally just swipe it on. I used this the other day, and especially, like, I mean, I've been using it a lot lately. I just find it so light and so, again, very efficient. This is the perfect type of thing that if you travel a lot for work, this would be a good one because it's bam bam, blot blot, done. Clear brow gel from Anastasia. Now I will say this was a free sample. One of the last times, oh no, this was a free sample. This was a free sample one of the last times I went to Sephora, or either a free sample or I had a lot of points, but I definitely think it's something that I would invest in the future. Now, it is a clear brow gel. Now, it's not going to do too much for you. If you have darker brows like I do, I think it's great because it brushes you and gets you into place. I use this with then a little bit of pencil for extra fillage, but there are days where I just use this, and I feel like it gives you it enhances the color a little bit, but then just puts them into place. Now, another that was a little bit of a Sephora last second grab is this Pillow Talk, is a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk kit. I feel like you guys know I love Megan Grubb, and she goes on and on about Charlotte Tilbury. I will say that the color for me is a little bit pinker than I would usually go for like an everyday color. I usually tend to like more of like a rosy pink, but the color is beautiful. The formula goes on really nice, and it's like a matte lipstick, but it doesn't dry you out. It's a very like powdery finish, which I personally love. And then you can't go wrong with a lip liner. I actually don't usually use lip liners that often, and I'm excited to be using them more. And I've been using this even with other colors of lipsticks because it blends really well. I definitely find that Charlotte Tilbury, I think, is a bit on the more expensive side. So something like this is great because it can get you kind of 2 products for the price of like 1-ish, but also then it's still gonna last you a long time unless you genuinely start to use it every single day. Surprise, surprise, another Tower 28 product. I did mention this in a recent vlog. I went to multiple Sephoras to try to find this product, a cream contour. Now they have other products that are for like bronzing, but the cream contour is really meant to sculpt your face. I don't know if you can tell, but I do feel like my cheekbones really look very like today, and I am using it. I think it's nice because it's still very subtle. I just put it a little bit here, a little bit under my jaw, and then a bit up in the temple area to again give my face more definition. And I will say, I mean, I feel like you can see between the way like my cheeks are coming. I think it does just cut the cheeks a little bit, you know, sharper. It's cream like all their others. It's super smooth formula, and this is the brand that without a doubt I am always wearing. I basically have an entire bag worth of their products here. You should see this picture that I took the other day when I was at a hotel. So funny because I'm definitely a big Tower 28 stan. Their formulas are great. What they stand for is great. They've got great ethics. And though some of their products are somewhat more expensive, I feel like maybe $20-ish for like a blush, I think compared to other brands, the quality is definitely up there. And I mean, I know I keep investing in their products and I've never been disappointed so far. Perfect Snacks peanut butter cups. I like them so much more than I thought I would. I definitely liked Perfect Snacks before. I think I've showed you, I think they have Perfect Bars, which is like, I think the bigger brand, but then Perfect Snacks, they have other little things underneath them. I love that the ingredients are things that you know, and they're fresh. So like they have to be kept in the fridge. And the ingredients are like peanuts, maybe salt, maybe chocolate chips. Like there's not random crazy chemicals that you don't even know what they are. This is a peanut butter cup that they do have. It is dark chocolate, so if you don't like dark chocolate as much, I'm not sure how much you'll like it, but it's dark chocolate with sea salt, and I find that the sea salt really balances the dark chocolate, so it's not so bitter. It really gives you just like a, I don't know, it's just so delicious. If you're someone who eats that type of thing every day, then swapping this out here and there could be a little bit better for you technically. I have absolutely been loving You Can Beam. Instagram handle is You Can Beam, but I think they're just called Beam, which stands for Be Amazing. Beam, get it? Now, I've been loving their products. I've been here before. I've talked about their greens quite a lot. Their greens powder formula is so light. It blends instantly, it's delicious, and they have some really nice flavors. The apple cider is my favorite. I did get a bundle where you actually can get a pre-workout, a protein powder, and a water bottle. I believe it's all for, I want to say it was like $100, a little less than that, especially if you use like an athlete's discount code. I did think in the moment, I was like, this seems like it's worth it in terms of the deal. I think it ends up saving you like 20 bucks, which is nice. Now, their pre-workout, I've only tried the one flavor so far, but when I tell you, this flavor, Sour Blue Gummy, may be one of the best pre-workouts I've ever had. I said it. Their protein powder, I will say, they don't have a wide variety of protein powders. They have a wide variety of vegan protein powders, but I personally, I'm not vegan. I usually try to go for like the non-vegan versions because usually they are higher in protein. This flavor, vanilla soft serve, I feel like vanilla is such a basic flavor, but the vanilla soft serve, it's just got something more to it. I don't know, it quite literally reminds me of like a Wendy's vanilla frosty. And so it's been really nice. I feel like I've been putting it in a lot more smoothies and been using this type of protein, like a whey protein compared to like a clear whey, a lot more than usual. I'm not sure if I talk, if you can hear me over my neighbor. This little pair of heeled sandals are an absolute lifesaver. When I tell you, these are very comfy. You can walk around in them for tons and tons of time. Considering they're from Target, okay? So especially for my Americans out there, for my Australians, I'm not sure if you have Target in Canada, but anyone who has Target, definitely grab a pair of these sandals. I bought them last spring, and I know for a fact because I've been to Target recently. They have these sandals again. They're super comfortable. I definitely have a smaller foot, but I have quite a wide foot, and I find that, like, you know, I fit really well in them. I can walk in them for ages. When I'm at work events, I can stand up in them for hours, which is pretty good as well. They do have them in other colors as well. I was telling my mom actually last night that I am browsing some new colors. Do I need them? Absolutely not. But like, they have a color that's like lilac and like a lime green. They have a pink one that I'm actually really interested in, which is not like me. I'm not usually a pink gal. Now, I've talked about my Adidas Asters before, I think in my fall favorites, but I think they're worth the mention again because I just think they should get more attention. If you're someone who is interested in this like chunky dad sneaker type of vibe that's really popular right now, and I find New Balances, I don't know why they're so expensive, but everyone's going crazy about New Balances, get a pair of Adidas Asters. They are so comfy, they look so good on so many different styles of outfits. They're probably my most worn sneaker right now. And I've got quite a lot of sneakers. One thing that I feel like lots of people are going crazy right now for is robes. I'm not too sure why. I feel like the comfort, I assume. I watch, say, like Libby Christensen and like Whitney Simmons. They're crazy about robes, but they also like work for themselves, work from home, so they can have tons of robes, and like making the investment in those robes makes more sense because they work from home. I cannot afford to invest in hundreds of dollars of fancy robes. This $14 robe from Walmart? Are you kidding? I feel like it is actually similar to one of the styles I've seen like Whitney and Libby wear, but like probably a fourth of the price. Got this beautiful waffling to it, and they did have another color, so I got like this like oatmeal-y color. They did have like a light gray as well as a light pink. It is a short robe, so it's not necessarily like one of those floor length ones. I personally don't mind that. I feel like I was wearing this the other night with some like fancier pajamas I own. I also don't really do pajamas very often. I usually sleep a la mode. But I have this pair of pajamas from Slouch Potato. Oh, I should mention those too. I had this over and I was like, this is very like main character energy. Like I felt like one of those like girls who does like a morning routine get ready with me, but like it actually looks put together compared to my version of them. It's like just a little bit oversized, enough to like, you know, tie. It has pockets on either side. I do have it tied in the back right now, so, but like I just feel like it's super cute. And again, it's not super long. It like goes to about 2 inches above my knee, so it still like covers you up, but you're not gonna be tripping over it. And I love that it's lightweight too. So I do have like one really fluffy robe that I love in the winter time, but I feel like if you want something to kind of cover you up, keep you a little cozy in like the spring and summer, an adorable lightweight robe. Or if you want to be a little spicy with your lingerie, send a pic to your mans or womans. You do you. This is a brand by Zach Perna. They are an investment, I will say. They are definitely on the expensive side. Now you can use like discount codes. They have discount codes for your first time shopping. I know Zach's girlfriend Izzy, who I love, she has a discount code always. I think it's just Izzy, or maybe it's Izzy10. I'll leave it in the description box below. But you can always get like a small discount on them. They are super comfy. They are super lightweight. I think on my next payday, I think I might get a pair of the long bottoms because I do always get like the snack shorts. I have 2 pairs, but they also have a longer bottom. I really like them. I personally just find that because I've got a lot going on in the thighs and butt area, that they're a bit too short on me. As you can see, like there's not really much going on in like the, what's it called? The gusset, maybe? I just feel like they're like kind of high-waisted, but then there's like not much leg room actually. I have this little crop tank from them too. I love that the front is double lined where the back is, you know, not double lined, but the front being double lined is nice because if you want to go braless, you've got a little bit of extra coverage. It gives you a small amount of support, which is appreciated in the boob department. Don't get me wrong, they are an investment piece because they are on the pricier side. I do think that they are very comfortable, and that's why I'm calling them an investment piece, because you are spending a little bit more money, but you are ending up with an extremely quality product. And they always have really cute patterns. I mean, this is the donut one. I think it's so funny. They always do something, they basically do like characters. So you can see you've got some donuts, but then you've got these donuts like cutting each other in half. It's funny. Some of them are just a little bit graphic, but hilarious. It would not be a favorites video if I did not talk about Lucy and Yak. But for once, we're talking about their overalls or anything like that. We are talking about their track pants. So they have these sweatpants. They are like a very brushed material. What I think is really cool is that they are not like super fuzzy on the inside. It's a little bit fuzzy, but it's more of like towel-esque type of material. So I feel like you're not gonna be super sweating. What I love though is that they are actually like sweatpants. I feel like so many brands now, they're doing like these track pants where like really cut tight at the ankle. I love that these have a nice big baggy wide ankle compared to the ones that, again, they would usually go to like half the size. If you like that tapered look, these are not for you. But if you're like me and you do kind of appreciate having a variety of tapered look sweatpants, but also then actual just sweatpants, these are for you. Oh, wow, Erica, you haven't talked about activewear. Well, you're wrong, because that's what's happening now. 2 brands to talk about. First one, Ryderwear. Are we surprised? Obviously not. I work with the brand. I love the brand. I've worked with them for nearly 2 years. How crazy is that? This is a set from the Circuit Seamless collection. I do have both the crop as well as the shorts here. The shorts, so flattering. It's like a ribbed material. As you can see right there, nice tonal branding. One thing Ryderwear does incredibly is tonal branding. But the material is stunning. It's super stretchy. The waistband is, you know, nice and high, but not too compressive, but also gives you a nice shape and compression at the same time. Cute little glute seam as well to help emphasize the glutes. There is no, you know, glute seam down the cheeks, so you do end up with a little bit more of a unibutt personally. If you're someone who doesn't care about hiking the shorts way up, you can definitely get more glute separation from doing that. I don't do that. I got too much size for that. Top, I also love. This is like a top that I would wear this with like jeans. Like I would actually wear this with my jeans right now. Black especially goes really cute. I love that you've got the zip design. The zip does go pretty far down, so if you want to feel a little cheeky, you could be, you know, out there. If you want to be a little bit more modest and conservative, cover up. You can do both. I love that it's short sleeve. I've been loving a short sleeve crop recently. I just find that something about it makes me feel more athletic. I think the way it like frames my traps and like my shoulders, I just feel like I'm just like, ugh, because then it cuts right at the bicep and then you're like, yes. With spring coming, we definitely want some loungewear, running errands, rest day types of outfits, but we don't necessarily want the super thick materials of sweatpants and sweat shorts. Well, Oner Active has you covered. They have this incredible set. They have it in multiple colors called the Classic Lounge set. I do have this in a few other colors as well. You've definitely seen it, I think, in Peach Blossom. I just love it because it's lightweight. As you can see on the inside, it's not super fuzzy. It's again that kind of towel-like lightweight material, but it's got pockets, drawstring. Perfect thing to throw on, especially with the matching sports bra. Now, the matching sports bra, I will say, I'm putting it in my favorites, even though it's not actually my favorite. That's more so just because it is very comfortable, but it is not, you know, very stretchy. I mean, look at this. There's not much stretch to it. It is very, like, it's basically t-shirt material with a band. I find, like, I keep throwing this on when I get home from work. This within, like, a zip hoodie or, like, a hoodie over it. Last but certainly not least for this favorites video is Oner Active Timeless. Now, I'm definitely late to the party. I know I am. Now, Oner Active came out with the Timeless collection, I want to say back in like November or so, but if you guys have been here before, you might know I got in a car accident in November, so basically every extra cent I had in life was all of a sudden going to a new car and a car payment, so I was not going to buy any sort of activewear or anything like that for myself, especially when I also had Christmas presents to buy. It was a bit crazy time, but I have now been able to try Timeless, and especially now that I work with the brand too, I've been given a few items as well. And wow, oh wow, is it a beautiful material. You know, I love the Whitney collection from Gymshark. I love the Naked collection from Ryderwear. If you're a fan of like Balance Athletica or now Vitality, similar to their kind of cloud fabric, Timeless is that, but I swear it's just a little bit better. Now, the shorts especially are stunning. If you're someone who likes a really high waist band, Timeless might not be for you because it's not a true high waist, it's like a mid rise. What I love though is that you have these you've got some sculpting panels to really cinch in your waist. It does come high, so for me it comes at a perfect height. I'm not very tall, I don't have a very long torso, so for me this still works fine. But if you do have a longer torso, this will hit you lower towards your belly button rather than higher at your waist. The material is butter but still has performance to it. I found this in the gym is totally fine. It's still sweat wicking, you know, I definitely got some sweat, but it cleared up pretty quickly. I love that the length, I mean, look at that. It's a true like mid-length short. It's not super tiny short, but it's also not all the way down at the knees. We know Erica is a mid-length short queen. Again, if you want to go for the rest day vibe, this with an oversized hoodie and some chunky sneakers, hot girl walks, come on, you are set. Now this is in the color mineral green, which I think is an underrated color. I also just came out with some brand new colors. This is one of them. This is the color Coal. This is the legging. Now I also find that the leggings are great. The glute definition that you get on these bad boys, come on. It does have a seam down the glute, so if you like a true seamless, you might not love these, but what I love, there's no front seam, okay, so you don't get any camel. There is a beautiful glute seam, so not only does it frame your glutes, but then you get that little cheek separation. I also think that for me, they fit somewhat more like a 7/8 legging. I mean, they're full length, but almost 7/8. I'm not sure if that's just how I view them, but like, I personally also like that. I feel like I like to see a little bit of ankle. For some reason, I feel like it makes me look sportier and just makes my legs look longer too. I don't know if that's just my brain. This coal color is beautiful because it's a deep dark color, but it's not black, so it's not as harsh and in your face as like black could be, but it's basically right up there too. The sports bra from the Times collection, you do have two options. I will never be talking about the strappy cage bra because I just got a little too much yitty going on for that. I don't know if I just need to size up, but unfortunately that one just does not, it's not really suitable for me. Now this version, stunning. I think this version is underrated if you have a larger chest, but also if you're very broad on the shoulders. I think this is very stunning. It still has like a nice feminine cut and like flatters the shoulders, but still has like a nice open back, so you don't feel too like caged in and too like, I don't know, grandma-y, but it also is very supportive. Alright guys, this is going to be it for me in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. I hope you found some of this stuff helpful for some new things to possibly get in your closet for this upcoming spring. I am going to try my best to put links to everything in the description box. I know that's one of the things I'm not very good at, I promise. I'm trying to get better, but I will be working on that. And if you do want to shop either Ryderwear or Oner Active, you can shop through the link in my bio. I do have a discount code with Ryderwear, which is EricaH, would get you 10% off everything, as well as then if you shop through Oner Active, it does support my relationship with the brand as well. So with that being said, I'm going to close out this video and happy shopping. Goodbye!